What's going on, family? It's the entertainer, motivator, educator, Lucky Murray, back with another Gamecock news update. Today, we are speaking about South Carolina's newfound quarterback death is music to the South Carolina coaches' ears. But before I go any further, man, here's what I need you to do. One of three things. One, subscribe to the Patreon. Yes, I am trying to do this full time. Also, some exclusive stuff is happening over the page. I'm trying to get some interviews and all that good stuff. If you want to hear more, go to patreon.com/Lucky Murray. The link will be in the description below. But if you cannot subscribe to the Patreon, do these simple things. Like the video, hit the subscribe button, also hit the notification bell. That'll let you know every time I drop a video. 3, share the video. It helps out a ton. So let's get into this, man. But, slow period. But that's still momentum in the South Carolina football program. As the 24/7 article said that no one is happier of Spencer Rattler's arrival than Marcus Satterfield. If you remember last year, he got a lot of flack. And it's not from him, but because I do a mostly exclusive Gamecock videos and Gamecock content, I have not everybody in Gamecock Nation come to me, but I had a few guys voice their opinions on a few videos that I dropped throughout the season. And I wanted to kind of, at the time, I was like, y'all got to give some time. You got to understand when it comes to coaching, you got to work with what you have. And we seen that what, Marcus Satterfield and the South Carolina coaching staff can do with limited options. I'm not saying the Kerryon Joyner, DK Joyner is limited. As a quarterback, he's limited, but he is an athlete, and he was Mr. South Carolina for a reason. We saw what Marcus Satterfield can do with time to prepare, with a weapon and DK was the MVP for the Mayo Bowl. So we're going to read the article, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think about all this. So let's go to the article, shall we, right? Let me move this out the way. There we go. Bam. It says, South Carolina football Spencer Rattler quarterback death is newfound joy for the Gamecocks. It says, to borrow Shane Beamer's words of the month for a momentous December for the football program in South Carolina, quarterback death is newfound joy for the Gamecocks 4 weeks away from the start of spring practice. Yes, it's April 16th. 7 p.m. is the game, but they're going to have spring practice throughout there. So it says a few teams naturally comes off a winning season have flipped the position like South Carolina. Thanks to Beamer's foresight into immediate assistance needed under center, the Gamecocks land one of the transfer portal's splashiest signal callers, depending on who you ask. They the highest ranked quarterback the program has ever signed. No one happier looking at the new group of quarterbacks than offensive coordinator Marcus Satterfield, who was to call plays a significant portion of the 2021 season with a former graduate assistant, a third-team depth option, handling quarterback 1 reps against SEC competition. The situation was not what Beamer and Satterfield envisioned when they opened fall camp in anticipation of Luke Doty running the show after he showed promised development the previous spring. Satterfield's playbook was significantly altered with a rushing threat like Doty following his foot injury, and the offense unsurprisingly struggled as a result before Jason Brown managed a couple of multi-touchdown performances through the air late in the year to salvage a bold berth against teams who floundered down the stretch. And credit South Carolina staff on the offensive side doing bowl prep with schemes created to go with converting wide receiver Kerryon Joyner at quarterback against North Carolina with impressive results. That game also unearthed Jaheim Bell to an extent to the rest of the college football as a potential breakout start in 2022. We're going to start right there, y'all. Y'all know what time it is, man. Live reading is hard. And I would dare you guys to read live. I know this video is not live, but I would dare you guys to read without editing everything you have to say. All right? I'm a businessman, not a businessman. Y'all to come to my channel just for a English lesson. You can follow along. You know what the words say, but let's get back to this, man, because I want to harp on a few things that they said. One, a lot of people don't realize how big it was for them to use the carry on Jordan. Also, Jaheim Bell did have a great game throughout the season. Jaheim Bell's up and down, and not because of his performance per se, but because of the play of the quarterback. Luke Doty was supposed to be the guy. He got injured, and then for what I've saw, again, guys, I'm just a fan who watches the game like you. So, but I observe and I watch, and I'm also a coach. I coach basketball, but when you coach different sports, right, you get to see different results. Did I say that right? I don't know. but let's break it down real quick. So Jason Brown was good for what he could do. Jason Brown was limited. He can throw the ball really well, and he was mobile. Was he super mobile? No, but he was mobile enough. He was mobile than Zeb Nolan, right? But when injuries happen, you got to play with guys that you have. And we went from Zeb Nolan to Jason Brown, back to Zeb Nolan, back to Jason Brown a few times. Jason Brown played a bulk of the stretch, but then when he struggled against Clemson, he ultimately, Zeb came in and played. I mean, that Clemson game, there was nothing we could do with that. The defense was just so crazy. And then the bowl game, the shocking was Zeb started, but it was the DK show. And I'm like, dang, you got to give credit to the offensive staff who was like, yo, we have to do something. They saw something in the North Carolina defense that they could explore. Because remember, the last time we played North Carolina, we lost. It was 2019 season. That was the year that Jake Bentley got hurt, and that inserted Ryan Haliski, if y'all remember that correctly. So, with that being said, with Spencer Rattler, the thing is, and we also got a few guys in the backfield, and we still got Luke Doty as well. We got a few guys that can come in, play, and if something happened with Spencer, they could kind of come in and fill. And I think that's the problem that we didn't have at South Carolina for years. Like when the main guy got hurt, it was pretty much a wrap. We was going to unproven talent to try to lead our team to the promised land, as I like to say. But I'm here to tell you right now that I think that this is going to be pretty good, man. I'm very excited for the spring practice. I do intend on being there, coming to Columbia, vlogging about my experiences, get some footage, but also bringing you guys exclusive content, man. I'm super excited for that. But here's what I need you to do, man, because I'm just rambling, right? Spencer Rattler, we all know what he could do. Will he do it? I mean, we'll talk about, I think I'm going to do a video about that. But let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Again, it's the entertainer, motivated, educated, and please don't forget all three. Like you Murray back with another Gamecock news update. And today, if you made it this far, join the Patreon, man. Listen. This year, it's going to be about building the Patreon for me and the channel, and also getting this fixed, this surrounding fixed. Y'all look back there, and you can say what you want, but I'm in the process now of building me a setup, so that way you won't see this no more. But let me know what you think about the comment section below. But like always, it's the next time, people.